There's one. Look at that. Whacked it. Got him. Oh yeah, feels like a good fish. Ooh, wow. Wonder if this is a pike or a walleye. Going at it back there. You know, I mean, you're cruising along 1.5 miles an hour here with these rods and the rod holders. Oh yeah, it's a pike. That's the neat thing about trolling crankbaits, is there's so many different species that'll hit a crankbait. That's one of the reasons I just love trolling. Look at that, the fish got him unhooked for me and everything. Throw him back. Hey, I'm out in North Dakota today and I'm trolling cranks and we're catching a smorgasbord of walleyes and pike. But here's what's really neat about being out here in North Dakota. I can use 2 lines. So it's really important to me to have a rod holder setup that works well. And you know, it's not just when I'm out here and I control 2 lines, to be honest with you. Weekends, I might put 3-4 people in my Alumacraft and we're out there and we're trolling or we're pulling spinners. So we've got rods and rod holders sometimes then. Or even when we're just out pan fishing, just being able to put the rod in a rod holder versus laying it on the floor. It just keeps stuff from getting busted. But I think one of the coolest things is the Alumatrac system that they use to put our rod holders in. And here's why I say that. Back in the day, I'd get my new boat each year. And I've been with Alumacraft for about 17 years. I've seen all kinds of great innovations that these guys have come up with. But man, I used to get my new boats and then I'd have to pick where I was gonna put my rod holders and I'd drill holes. And the thing about doing that is, number one, I was always scared to death. I mean, I didn't want to make a mistake where I drilled something. And then number two, I was never sure. So I'd end up having to put so many rod holders, the mounts along the boat, because I never knew for sure where I was going to want them. But here's what's really cool. Alumacraft has a system with their Alumatrac where I can actually take this system right here and I can just loosen a screw underneath and I can slide it to anywhere I want. So if you look on this side of the boat right now, I've got one here, I've got another one here, I've got one up by my steering wheel. But I can take these off and I can move them all over the boat. So if I'm out on the Great Lakes and say I want to have sets up front so that I can spread out a bunch of planer boards, I can put them up front. I can move them anywhere I want and I can situate them into a situation that works for everybody in the boat, no matter what it is we're doing. So, you know, that's just one of the many reasons that I choose to run an Alumacraft. And man, if I tried to go through them all, we'd be talking for the next 3 hours. I mean, they've got a lot of great things in these boats, but that Alumatrac system is really important to me because my rod holders, they catch me a lot of fish, and they'll catch you a lot of fish too, especially if you can situate them right.